And everybody's going to be in, and there you go. Raiden's the first one in. This is something that he did on the last time. Raiden just puts in shots. He's actually going to go down there. You're going to see Eternity inside. He's going to pick up one, pick up two. Oh, and he's going to get shut down by Raiden.
Raiden's actually putting in work right from the start, finally being taken out by Crash. So Oz, the last member alive, probably the home hill player. Usually I like to see them push across, but I think they lost B so fast, you know, they rotated, and so Oz wasn't able to push across. But staying alive is just as good. As you see, Desert Reborn's actually going to try and set up here against Technique Esports, as they know they got to push up. And normally you're going to see like a 3 push up towards B, maybe there was 4, depending on if anybody cuts from low side. So I expect to see that sort of push up top. It's just a matter if it's going to be well coordinated enough, because you see the crossfire coming down from Eternity, Crash, and Crushmo. They're just raining down on him. Munchie's trying to make that play up top, especially with Raiden. We're going to jump on board Crash, seeing how the defense is going to look. Eternity taking out one. Firearm taking out another. Crash is taken out. Eternity with a double without before getting taken out himself. Raiden showing that he's here to play against these top players. I can't believe it.
They lost sight of him. Great play from Raiden there. And, you know, that's a Technique Esports had a really good showing. They beat Hesitation Team earlier. And then you can see it again. They're playing really well. And that's smart playing the smoke. Maybe not all the time, but you have to go in there and push that little pressure. Set up A. Oh, gets a headshot on Raiden. He's going to go down. Firearm going to come and get that pickup. And this is exactly what we like to see on the B-Hill, right? You can see the strategy of teams going in. They have to be a little bit aggressive, but they also have to be smart aggression when they're doing it.
Yep, you see Firearm just with a flank. Probably, you know, nobody called him out. Maybe they didn't see him. Munchie's going down. Oz going down. Just 3 quick deaths from Technique Esports. Sikis and Raiden, the last one's alive. So I expect some sort of good defense. You see Sikis hiding in barn. It's a little average, typical spot, but nice spot right there. He gets one shot, gets the down on Eternity. He is full red. He's gonna blind fire it across, get the kill. Now he has another 1v1. There's a Firearm, finally shuts down Sikis. He has another opposition in front of him, and Oz, they're just trading fire. They might not necessarily. Oh, he actually is going to push it as Oz makes a pay. I don't necessarily agree with that push from Firearm, but Oz is making moves. It's Crushmo probably on B side of the map, getting a double kill. Oz forced to retreat. He is 4-pointed, but 184 and counting to 109. They're going to need a 3 cap. They're going to need a double hill break. They're going to have to do a split push on both the hills as we stay on board. Oz finally taken out on A, and I do believe that is going to be the round because nobody is even close enough to get the touch. All right, so a couple of technical difficulties on our side. If you guys just give us 1 moment to restart the stream, we'll be right back. Just stay with us, ladies and gentlemen.
As you can see, there's a triple cap coming in. You can see Desert Reborn going in for the home hill. Going to be trying to get the break. Eternity gets a kill. Firearm gets another one, and they are going to close out this round. They're going to go 2-0 up. What you guys may have missed is Crushmo did a really good job. What we were watching, playing off of apples, picks up 1 pick. As soon as they got the B hill, they cut down. They rotated into Technique Esports home hill, and that was kind of all they wrote. Like, just to retain the pressure on that side of the map. And, you know, being an analyst, being a coach, sometimes you got to start playing for home hills. You can't put all the pressure, you know, towards B.
Like, if they have, especially on a map like Proclaim where it has height advantage, if they have a good setup where they overextend their numbers, maybe 3 up top and a 4th S4, that's where you know only 1 guy's on their home. It's going to take them time to rotate. You rotate there first, force them off of B, and then you have your pick of the litter. Either you're going to continue playing for homes or you can cut up to B, and because they're rotating. They're not exactly on B anymore. Catch them during their rotation, pick a guy off, and then choose a hill.
You know what I don't like is that I do not like the passive weapon placement that we've seen from a majority of teams today when they're down.
I think it's just, you know, pickup teams not wanting to just they're just playing it safe. Exactly like you said. No one wants to lose their team a game for a bad weapon placement call. And, you know, like you see on Reclaim, mirroring strats, with both teams trying to take the ball. Attorney's going to beat him inside. Nobody really contesting him, so he knows, you know, he has the right of way. They're either going to push across, go back around through apples, and they're actually going to choose to try and push across. Trading kills, Resit going down, Raiden going down, and Eternity does have that angle to cross him with the, you know, with the shotgun, as he's putting heavy damage down. If you guys know, the shotgun was buffed just a little bit on the range with a 2.1 beta patch.
Wow, that was so sweet.
And that was just 5 dead. Raiden on respawn. This is a quick cap of Desert Reborn, and
Eternity wasn't really doing a lot, but his positioning inside Bowl means that everyone has to fight on barbecue. They have to fight in the tunnels by Manor.
They have to fight in the open, essentially.
Yeah, you have to. You have no cover that you can sit in safely, and even if you get hit with a shot from you know, 4 to 5 feet away, it still hurts.
Yeah, especially like now, you can actually play for damage. Your playstyle isn't limited to, running in and getting a one-shot. So you can actually, put a couple shots down damage, maybe 3 shots far away. If they get in that bowl, if they try and push you, you have them peppered up. You have them seasoned, ready to drop.
Yeah, and you got to also check yourself. I'm seeing the boom. I'm seeing a torque bow. I don't know if I would play with it mid-map. Oh, never mind. Boom
I'm actually
shot.
okay with throwing it mid-map because they already blocked off the bottom spot. They're losing the top fight, so I think this is a great decision. Maybe a little bit too much with the boom shot, but we were just talking about passive-aggressive play, and maybe
Munchies was able to get earlier today. Munchies was able to get incense for free. I don't think he's going to get a boom shot for free.
No, this is just going to change the fight, give them a different type of initial because, like I said, 3 straight rounds losing up top. You'd be insane to do it a 4th time.
So from my standpoint, I usually would sit someone at S1 here to fight this and get a good cross on it, but you can see Raiden's trying to cut low and play for barn control to get inside, but there's just nothing he can do. And Eternity did get the boom for a quick pickup. Oh, but he did get killed. Crashes in there, and look at everybody stacking up. Raiden is still alive.
Raiden just making plays, getting a double kill, gets a 3rd guy full red. He's going to drop soon as Crush Mode did. He's going to look for that boom shot. So he is going to get control of the boom shot for dead. Eternity, the last one alive. He was the first one dead, so he's coming off a spawn. And nobody's on that A hill, Waldo. This is going to take them a while. First boom shot coming out. He's going to need one more. 3 members up. Crashes on a short spawn as well. That's another boom shot kill, but...
Oh, great team fire there and across. They dropped everybody down.
That was a textbook play. Remember in a match earlier we talked about the boom shot not taking the home
Yeah,
hill.
not being in the home hill.
We've seen the other side of that coin where he takes the home hill and he takes over the rest of that round.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to push the pressure there because they have to push you.
Exactly.
And that's the situation that you're putting in. Now, how do you counterplay a boom shot? You put snipes down, you put retros down, you put big weapons that are going to cause a lot of problems.
Even ensigns.
Are they going to M-bar? Are they going to M-bar counter? That's interesting. That's a way. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think Desert Reborn just needed to kind of see what they're going to do for boom shot. And I can guarantee you, if they would put something at the home hills and just play the fight again, they would win. But now they're just separating the fight. Don't necessarily, I don't like it, but I can see the logic behind it. They're winning that fight up top. Just keep them off boom for just a little bit because it was Eternity who got position and grabbed boom, died for it, but he was the one who had position on it. So I could see an M-bar pickup, maybe M-bar the guy picking up.
It may be a counter, but how fast do you think? Who's going for it? So Eternity's actually going for the M-bar. He's going to completely forgo taking front spawn control. He's going to just try to get the M-bar, get the pick. He's going to get inside. He's going to have bowl control. And we're going to see what Oz is going to do. He's not getting challenged. Crash is going to win a fight down low on Munchies. Eternity's positioning here is it's superb. Like, he got checked, and Sickest didn't hit his shot, and that's exactly what you cannot let happen.
But Rezik does have the boom shot. He was the only member to really get out with the weapon he went for. But I want to see what is he doing there? He's gonna bring it up top. He already got a kill with one, probably gets the second one.
You trade a boom and you get an M-bar, so we'll see what Crush Mode does.
Yeah, I feel like they could have got the kill without the boom shot, but a safe play is to get the kill with the boom shot. As you see, Crush Mode trying to put that M-bar.
Trying to whip it down there, but Rezik's going to try to get that last boom down inside their home hill.
There's nobody on Desert Reborn that is really making them peak up. But now they are, as the rotations come out from that M-bar player, and everyone's really dropping. Oz, the last one alive, is Azuri's respawns. If Oz dies, that's it. Yep. Oz died without getting a break. 4-1 lead for Desert Reborn over Technique Esports. And I just really want to wonder, Aldo, what does Technique Esports got to do to pick themselves back in?
Okay, so the M-bar works, but the only reason the M-bar works is because they didn't win boom shot.
Yep.
Which, if I'm Technique Esports, I put down boom. M-bar is... I haven't seen anybody going off with the M-bar.
And they did send up a guy to contest Eternity, and Rezik was the guy who got boom. So not only did they put the boom shot down, 2 rounds in a row, it was picked up by Desert Reborn.
That's dirty. I like it. Round 6, put retros down.
Now that's not going to be an easy pickup. You can kind of spread out your numbers a little bit more because you have the damage off the retros is insane. So you're going to be able to kind of one less guy,
S1, S2,
but you're still going to put the damage as if 2 guys are shooting at it.
Right, you can play S1, S2 on either side and cut down on boom shot and make sure that they don't get an easy pickup. And you're going to see Munchies. Yeah, he's going to sit there and do it. Everyone's got retros down. Hammer bursts are picked up. Sickest is going to be there. Munchies needs a flip. Flip the other side of the S2 because he's going to run into Crush Mode. Crush Mode's already going to put pressure on. He's going to get taken out. Oh, it's Rezik, actually. Are they playing the same character? I must be confused.
It does look like they are playing the same character. Probably not on purpose, obviously.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you're a little bit of a pickup team and you have a favorite character. Boom shot in the hands of Firearm. 3 dead for Technique Esports. So that boom shot, Firearm, I'll need to wonder what is he doing with it. He's up there. He goes down. So maybe he had a little bit of trouble getting out with the boom shot. And Crush Mode dying, and he gets the boom shot. Huge plays by Zuri, the kid I haven't seen since Gears of War 3 making plays. Did he get both the kills, though?
He got traded out with Eternity. Eternity hit some really nice M-bar shots there. Boom is still down at the bottom of the stairs unless
Crash actually picked it up.
Crash got it. Eternity's doing a great job of using the M-bar as map control, and he's just keeping people's heads down, and he's hit some really good shots here. So not to take it away from Eternity, who's been a very notoriously good sniper in the history of Gears.
Yeah. And he, even though, like you said, he's not hitting shots, he's actually putting fear, and you can see it in the playstyle of Technique Esports. They're just scared of the charge. They don't want to peek out.
Those are their first points right now, 55 to 1, and they just got their first thing.
They will, obviously not right now, but by the time Technique Esports gets this break, if they don't hurry up, they will win off 1.
They can win off 1, but you also have to push a boom shot upstairs with 2 shots in it, and then
Crush Mode just picking up another Retro Lancer. This is going to be an uphill battle for Technique Esports.
Literally.
But it's not impossible as Azuri's Raiden and somebody, I do believe that is Oz, trying to push up. Oz did go down. Boom shot being pulled out, getting a kill on Azuri's. I think that's to thwart their push just a moment. And I honestly don't think he knows how red he just got that guy. As Raiden going down, Crush Mode, Firearm, and Rezik. 3 people working the flank. That's going to be Crush Mode taken out by Munchies, but he's going to fall shortly after Oz. Last member alive on that side of the map. He's going to get another kill on Firearm. 2 more people in front of him. Not enough, as he's going to finally be taken down. Azuri's is off spawn, and Sickest, I think he's going to be the last one that can defend the hill, or he's actually on the other side of the map, on the other team's home hill. So
right play. Boom shot's down, M-bar's out. You only have to deal with some retros. You got time.
But the boom shot's almost up.
Yeah, you've got about 60 seconds left in the round. You just need to be really smart about how you're executing fights here. You have to play the perfect game from here on out, and that's not what you want to have. Rezik is going to get the down. Looks like Crushman's going to be coming up and picking it up. Rezik has the second boom shot in hand. Is Crash running a boom shot out now too? Oh, they just passed it off, I think. They gave 1 and 1. So they've got 2 boom shots running around.
You haven't seen this in this game enough. I really have not seen it enough, and I'm excited to see it here because they're now Crash gets the boom. They probably think he has another boom as Rezik gets the other one. 2 different boom shots
that
put
was
to use
sneaky.
Simultaneously, and I love the
Super
thinking out of
strat.
Desert Reborn. That shows homework right there, Waldo. That shows putting in the time, even though they're a pickup team, and it was between Rezik and Crash. So I want to know who called for that. I want to know. I'm pretty sure it was Crash or maybe Rezik, but I haven't seen that since Gears of War 3, and I'm just excited to see it again.
Because you can donate ammo in this game, and so if you donate 1 boom shot, the players think, oh, boom's up top. And they're like, Rezik got boom. We don't have to worry about it. Oh, Crash has another boom shot. What?
Yep.
There's only 1 left in the chamber. That changes the momentum.
With a 5-1 lead like that, we're going into halftime. Technique Esports needs to come out strong on this half because I do believe if they lose this next round, it's going to be over, even if they win a couple more rounds after. This going up down 6-1 is just something not everyone can come back from.
Yeah, and you can see right now as they're pushing down into the E-hill. It's a fight, man. They're battling down. They're trying to find positioning, and it's just not working out for them. You can see Eternity's pushing up on Raiden. And I wish Raiden was being more of a crosser, which he was doing earlier. He was being so effective with it. With Crushman with another double kill, they're going to be flying at the home hill. That's almost a wipe. Oh my gosh, the entire team. This is maybe a triple cap. They're getting in. Crush is going to be leading the fight. Munchie's going to be coming up. He gets slayed out. Sickest gets it. Crushman gets another kill. I think that's a triple cap. Okay, Crushmo, stop it. Don't Crushmo.
I honestly haven't seen this Crushmo. I don't know. The Crushmo that was on Echo Fox and this Crushmo, I think, are 2 different Crushmos. I think Crushmo had to play a different style when he was on Echo Fox.
He played a very different home flex kind of player where he'd wait for teams to overextend.
And that's not the player Crushmo is. Crushmo is that in your face, you got to put Crushmo in the fights. And I don't necessarily remember all of the old Echo Fox's strategies to say that was it, what it was, but I know this is a different Crushmo we're seeing.
It's definitely good. He's turning up here. He's got 14 kills. He's had some big 3 pieces.
This is a Crushmo I see online that is just destroying teams, taking them out. But you got to look on the other side. Back, teaming together again, Eternity and Crushmo, former E6 members. I hear a little bit of excitement from the crowd as this round's
I think that was for the other match.
Yeah,
I was lost.
Side station matches are pretty hype.
I heard that on the mic.
I think that was maybe Hesitation's team. But we're going to jump back into this match. Both teams picking up instants, both Sickis and Rezik. Expect big plays. Sickis hasn't really used it. I don't understand how they get a free E, basically.
Look at Eternity. They don't see him. Oh, the melee from Missouri's, but he gets shut down. That cannot happen.
Yeah, no, you got to hit that chunk and keep on going. Raiden just not really taking time to look at what just happened as 3 members quickly fall from Technique Esports.
That's everybody, actually.
Yep. Last member alive is coming out of spawn. He's going to have enough time for a touch as long as he doesn't get killed right away. So he does get the touch, staying alive a little bit as well. He's going to have backup. You see on the cam, Missouri's going down.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay, where's this Crushmo come from?
I think he's comfortable.
I think Crushmo's a monster. Did he just end that game with almost 20 kills?
Man, let me see what. 21 kills. So they might have a little bit of familiarity with the new hills already. I know, like you said, the other team, Technique Esports, already played it, so maybe they have a little bit of a strategy going in. And I've seen this map once so far today. So I know the fight's changed from more of a table fight to a T/mid-box fight off the initial. So I'm excited to get more in-depth on that one. And so
I've actually seen it twice, and it is a very much more B in the cut fight off the tee, and you take cockpits to kind of rotate around instead of just trying to sit on tables and get that fight out. We're going to see this as we're grinding down. And look, Rezik, that can't happen. Off your initial, you cannot let Desert Reborn have that positioning. They got everything for free.
Yeah, not only did he just take it, I see Rezik chunks crash in the back, going for a second kill on Mushies, and he's going to get out with that one with the help from Crushmo, but Rezik, he took it for free, didn't get lanterned, rotated immediately. He did what he wanted, and they let him do it. As we're going to jump on board Oz, getting the kill, probably trying to make something happen towards that C hill. He knows his teammates might have died towards B, so he's just trying to rotate around the map, but Crash respawning. Here's the call out. Helps his teammate, kills Oz, and you see the rotations coming out. They're trying to go for mid-map, make sure B is secured.
And you see it right now, right? Like, look where Technique is. They're all on their side of the map, and they're getting pushed. Rezik's applying pressure. They don't have to open up anything, right? They don't have to do anything too crazy. They won that initial, and this is something that we say about initials all the time. You cannot give up map control for nothing. It's like putting a weapon down, and it's the same thing. You put yourself in such a deficit that you don't need to be in. But at least Technique Esports are able to take the home hill. They're picking up 2 kills there by Sickis. But Savage Kansas powers are on in full blast right now. Crushmo's ducking away. He's at 4% health. Is he going to come back in?
He actually is, showing no fear. Almost taking out Raiden, but Raiden playing that. Actually, maybe not even almost. Raiden was unscathed as he sees Eternity right in front of him, trying to put down some pistol fires. Probably helps with that down right there. So B is going to be in possession of Technique Esports.
This is so different, right? The initial starts off and it looks sloppy, and then we rotate over, and all of a sudden the team starts playing the map like they played it the last time. Very concise, very educated, waiting on their shots. Oh, they traded. If I was Munchies, I'd be so mad right now.
Crash letting him know that can't happen, basically. Our team kill coming out from Sickis. Eternity taking out Raiden, and he looks like he might get another one. He just needs to hit a couple more shots. Oz with an amazing one-shot, taking out Eternity, and Sickis taking out Crushmo, so numbers are in favor of Technique Esports. They do have a lead, so in my opinion, it's a short response, set up, make them push into you. By the time they push into you, more than likely win off 1, so just make sure you stay alive at that point as well. You have all the tools to win this round. You just got to close it out.
You got to start strafing wider, guys. You can't let those shots happen. Those are the terrible one-shots that make you doubt your life. Seeing Rezik right now, he's going to be pushing in, going in for the hill, going to be rotating around. I was about to say, I was like, did Rezik just get that kill? But no, it was Firearm going over and assisting. And we're currently looking at a 4v2 situation. Missouri's is going to be rotating over. They're going to be going to their home hill. And look at Rezik in the pressure. They're starting to fly over.
I do believe they might come back. It might be really close here.
They're gonna get the triple. They gotta get in the hill. They're doing a good job. They're stopping the clock. That's all they gotta do. Just stall for time. It doesn't matter what happens here. 2 hills are gonna be down. It's gonna be coming down to the wire. All the hills are neutral.
They need a double break. If they don't break B, they're done. As Eternity's capping home for free, especially with some help. They're gonna close that round out, but Waldo, it was really close. They're climbing back into this one. That first map was a little, shaky for them, but this map, you see they're fighting back.
They look better on this map.
Yep, they're winning more of their fights. You see 5 downs coming out from Raiden, so he went from slaying people on reclaim to trying to, cross more for his team. So he's adapting on the fly.
When he played that the first time, it made sense. He did it the first time when they played, and it worked out. Raiden was playing that more support player role. He was being influential in fights. Just make space. As a support player, make space for your Slayers. Put in some damage, hit your shots, and then just trust that your main Slayer is going to hit his.
Exactly. That's what I was doing when we were playing, following, speeding around, getting everybody he fought 4-pointed. And one of the matches, he had like 45, 46 kills.
Yeah.
Just 4-pointing everybody for him. One shot, one shot, one shot.
Make their lives easy.
Exactly. That's what you got to do. You're not going to get the credit, but you're going to get the W. And that's more important, in my opinion, than the credit.
Do you want to win, or do you want to be the superstar?
Yeah, do you want to be the good player on a losing team, or do you want to be a part of a winning team?
Exactly, and that's what happens when you're part of a dynasty. You look at Optic Gaming. Mental may not take over all the games, but they definitely have a big impact. Rezik there, he thought about it, thought about challenging. He's going to be going up. Oh, here comes Crushmo's in a bad spot. Crushmo's hurt. Everybody in the middle is absolutely down. Sick is doing a good job gaining positioning. Getting a little wild on his shots there. Crushmo's going to drop here in the back on tables. And much better control from Technique Esports here.
Yep, and another good initial out of them. Their first one was a little shaky, like you said. Started to climb back into it. This initial, they're adapting. Like I said, Raiden's one of those players adapting on the fly, making things happen. We're going to have an early trip cap in the second round, or at least an attempt at it. Crash, Rezik trying to make things happen. One drops, 2 drops.
Oh.
They did get the reset on the hill, but it still looks like something might happen. That is it. 53-second triple cap. We went from struggling on an initial to winning the initial, forcing the triple cap, and actually getting it.
It's crazy what happens when you team fire.
Yep, 9 downs from Raiden. He is almost doubling it every round.
He knows the spot that he's playing. He's playing that window spot perfectly. He just has to play for damage. They are full red running in there. It doesn't matter who it is. You saw the check, right? Rezik was full red. Crushmo was full red.
And they just, continue to use their numbers. They're using their teamwork. They're using their cross, like you said. And I'm thinking it's almost the opposite. On Desert Reborn, if you look at their downs compared, they're a more shoddy-heavy team. And you got to wonder, is that because they're putting too many Slayers? I know Firearm's a Slayer, Rezik can be a Slayer, Crushmo and Crash.
Oh, and they put down the hammer burst for him. This is what he used that first time. We're just going to watch this, guys. And watch it. Instant down. Hit him in the head. There's another one.
That team fire, what we talk about, that team fire 3-on-3 basically, but one of them is a cross. Munchie's getting a kill, Zuri's getting a kill.
Everyone is
Last
right.
guy alive on that side of the map is in the window. Eternity trying to wait with his right hand. So they know where he's at now, so he's going to be forced to back up, probably either retake through spawn and hold, or go all the way through spawn to the other side of the map and push out through there, but he's actually going to be down by Raiden, the Hammerburst player. We said it before, like you said, he's playing a more support style, and it seems to be working out with him. A little trouble getting the kill from Munchies.
No,
Munchies gets up and completely embarrasses Munchies. You cannot let that happen if you're Munchies, and you got to wonder what's going on as Eternity takes that corner side. Didn't think Raiden was going to get the kill. He's going to choose to back away as he didn't get the one shot on him. Eternity chasing around, probably calling him out, trying his hardest to make sure he goes down. He's going to backtrack.
In the rotation. That's not good for them. Raiden's backing off. Now they've got a 4v5. If I'm Raiden, I'm falling back. I would not be in the middle of the map right now. This is not a spot that you want to be in.
You can do the same thing from that door. You're a little bit safer. Right there, you can get cross from middle. Now Eternity's going to push up. Get that down. He was already wed. Nice communication, it looks like, from Eternity Reborn, and we got Eternity Reborn. Desert Reborn is Eternity's, showing no respect to Raiden, even after he's dead.
Really?
I don't know what's going on between these two players, but he's letting him know who I am and what I'm about. So we're going to switch on over to Crash. It looked like they make a little bit of a push. He's just shooting in. He knows Oz was down. It's going to be a 3v2, so they're going to back up, knowing their numbers. And he's actually playing it really smart. And when he knows his teammates pushing up on the other side of the map, they're going to keep that pressure there. And it's just a little bit of a bait and switch from both sides of the map.
Right, and you can see everyone's rotating over. They're going to go start putting pressure on the home hill right now. You can see it coming in. Ooh, Munchies is going to get one. He's going to be going for another one. He's got time to revive. Raiden and everybody's there. They're all stacked up. You guys have to separate in that situation. Again, it's good that you guys are crossing, but you've got to start putting. Someone else has to be shooting. You can't be grouped together in a death ball at that point.
And all of them with shotties out, just waiting for the next shot they can grab. And you see Munchies I was just switching over to Rezik actually with a sniper rifle, trying to make things happen. I know Rezik is actually a pretty good sniper as he gets one-shotted by Raiden. As you see Raiden's stats, 4 kills, 12 downs, 24 time dead. I assume that's only 2 deaths in the second round. So 4-2 with 12 downs. He's putting the numbers on there, support numbers. This is the type of thing you want to see, Waldos. You see him with the Lancer out still rotating around, getting full red, finally taken out by Crushmo. And I know Eternity won the fight against Sickest on tables. But Oz trying to even up the numbers and make things happen. 190 to 174, and since all those members died, only 2 alive. This is over.
This is a wipe. Okay, so again, you know that one play where Eternity spent so much time over there. The entire
Eternity dies. Oh, no, yeah. When Eternity
kills Raiden.
No, it's Sickest.
No,
was it Raiden?
It was Raiden.
It was Raiden. You get that kill and you get out alive, but because he died, you didn't trade. So that's 5 members pushing 4 outside through B side.
And
so
everybody stacked home hills, and you're caught in your tires. You're caught in your ramp on your home hill.
Like,
where are you going?
After you miss like the first 9 shots, why don't you just meat shield it?
Yeah.
The easy kill. Even if you're stunned almost, as soon as you get out of stun, you don't know where he's at. You just spam your X button in the smoke.
Oh, yeah. So that one was Rezik, but I'm talking in the mid, when we're talking in the mid ship where they were fighting and Eternity walked up and Raiden was sitting in the cut instead of being by the door.
We both knew that you had to back out. You can't leave yourself in the middle of the map. On this map, we saw where the middle was. On Foundation, it's in the middle. You know what I mean? On Lift, it's in the middle, even the dead zones. You can't get caught out and killed in the middle of the map, especially for nothing.
Yeah, you gave up map control.
Why are you giving away, think about it as money, why are you giving away free money and not getting something in return? You're not getting food, you're not getting games, you're just giving away free money.
And he was the linchpin in that entire setup.
Yep.
If you kill that person, it's over. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're to see Rezik. He's going to be the first one in again. He's going to be rotating over. There is a guy on top table. Sickest is there. I don't know if he's going to be able to win that fight. Azuri's is trying. Azuri's is in covered. Hasn't gotten pop jet. Oh, Sickest won his 1v1 against Crushmo. Or Event Crash got another one. So Sickest, 2 big kills there. He's going to pick up Snipe. They have a 4v2 right now. That's a good shot on Firearm. Drops him down. They're going to start putting pressure on Eternity in the home hill. Everyone is flying. It's a jailbreak strat. What can they do here?
They're just going to need to hold their composure. As long as they don't cap, you're fine. If they get the break, it's still early on. It doesn't matter. Just don't let them get the cap. Throw your smokes, push out. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They had to leave odds there. If they tried to save him, they were surely dead.
You realize that your numbers are wasted. Just get out of there.
And they rotated back, and they're still holding C and B. So it's going to be up to Desert Reborn here for this retake. And they're down 30, so even though it's still early on in the game, you want to do it sooner rather than later. You don't want to let them rack up enough points as Rezik and Eternity make things happen, and Sickest is just sitting there with the sniper.
This is the worst thing that you can do as a sniper in this game. And I've learned this from playing on land. You always have to be moving. As soon as they mark you, you need to start changing your positioning up. Do something. Sickest actually redeemed himself, gets a big double kill right there, but he's going to go down to Firearm. The triple cap is coming in. They had a lead, they had control, and it's all slipping away from them in this round. Not much hope left, but they're going to be at least able to hold on for just a little bit longer.
Yep. So it looked like, Desert Reborn almost did what Technique Esports did off the initial. Now let's see if they can return that right back with a 2-cap. They, look at the score. They were up 30. Now it's basically going to be in favor of Desert Reborn, finally taking the lead. Firearm getting a kill and backing out, so he's making all the right decisions. He's not overextending, he's not overstaying, and he's going to go right back in when he has his health back. He knows his teammate's there, trying to cross somebody out, because you can't sit on that window. I don't know if you guys don't know, as Raiden going down, you can't sit in that window for free. There's no reason for them to just be sitting in the window if they're not going to eventually push out.
Crushmo hit a really good shot. They're stuck. They're not getting into B. That pathway is completely over, and you can see they went back and they just Munchies and them pushed over across. They took the home hill. They realized B was a wash. They went to the other side of the map and started playing for something else. Crushmo's going to be coming up over here. Oh, Crushmo hit Azuri's. Oh, Munchies should be thanking God that Azuri stepped up and took that for him.
Munchies actually choosing not to fight that. Crushmo just not even letting him get away for free.
Crushmo, the French-Canadian wonder, has been... I feel like he's our George St. Pierre.
He's just getting out. Yeah. Oh my God.
Crushmo.
I really thought he should have went down there. I don't know if somebody missed some Lancer shots on him. And he's going to hit the body shot, almost getting Munchies on the rotation.
Munchies is...
If Crushmo had one less person looking at him, he pushes that.
Oh
my God! Crushmo just
what are you doing?
Things happen with this sniper. Is he going to get another one on Munchies? Was it another one? That was
Oh my God.
another one.
Okay, Crushmo, I see you.
Okay,
I
yeah,
see you.
exactly. Just making it happen. Even though they didn't win the round,
okay.
Crushmo got a highlight play. So in my book, he won that round.
Okay, Crushmo, I see you. Like, good. Like, those are 3 big kills. If there was more time in that round, that's Desert Reborn's game.
Yep, Azuri's was the last member alive, but the point totals was too much for Desert Reborn to come back from. But Crushmo making it look easy.
Dude, his flick is so nice. He's not. You have to understand in Gears, like he's leading the shot as he's swiping across. That shot is hard to hit. It's not like he's setting and catching the guy where he's going.
Especially those last two. Those last two were some amazing headshots.
Crushmo's just like, I don't know.
He looked at us. He's like, everyday stuff. Nothing new. 12 kills once again, being the main slayer for Desert Reborn. Like we were saying earlier, this is the Crushmo we need to see at all times.
I would love to see this Crushmo be released again. That is just incredible gameplay. Rezik is going to see. Oh, Rezik got marked out. He's got time. Go wide. If he goes wide on this, he actually has the control over the window. Sickis is going to be pushing up. He should have challenged. Like, you're already in that spot, you might as well challenge. Yeah. Eternity's going to get out with the sniper rifle, so they did get the pick and go. Eternity just needs to play for his life right now. Keep the sniper in your control. There's no reason to be pushing this. You've got plenty of time on the round. It's 18-second respawns. You don't have to get the pick. Oh.
Eternity's just going for a weird angle. I've never really seen anybody go for that angle with the snipe, so you learn something new every day.
But it's because of how that angle is. You're looking at it from the high side of the map. It only gives you this small window to pick somebody.
Yep.
It's super sneaky, but at the same time, you're trying to not, lose positioning. And here comes the push in. Eternity's looking. They check tables, so they don't know if anybody's there. Sickis is going to be the one contesting. He's waiting on the wall. He's just getting shot out a little bit. No headshots from Eternity yet. We're waiting to see what happens. They have map control. They don't have to break this setup. All Eternity needs to do, they need to get a mark, and they need to get a pick. Oh, there it is!
Eternity taking out one, going for a second one. Hits the body, so that's okay. He's hitting his shots at least. Rezik just needs to hit one. That's what he's going to do. He knows there's one more going for him.
I like this
Eternity going to just let him get out. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to defend the home hill. And another angle from Eternity. If you guys are watching, you can angle over anybody pushing your home, anybody pushing the E hill.
They got one in B, and it's going to be Azuri's. He's going to be getting pushed over here by Crash. Crash is doing a really good job, actually. He's got 10 kills. He's about 130 down. Ooh, tried to get that reaction shot. Didn't connect. Him and Firearm, they're going to get the hill back. They lost it for about a half second, but they've actually pushed Azuri's into their own spawn, and they've got plenty of time. Reinforcements are coming from Munchies. They're all overextended. Now they have to be worried about the pinch coming from the Swarm's home hill. You have to be adjusting to that. You can't get pincered. You can't pincer yourself in between both sets of teams.
That gives Firearm the sniper, and I know Firearm's an amazing sniper, but Crash solo pushing into the window, being taken out. So his sneaky player, what he thought was going to be sneaky, not working out for him. You see Firearm with the sniper. I do think he has a good sniper, but do I think she's shabbed out in this situation? Maybe not. But as I say that, he's going to hit the body shot, and with teamwork, they're going to downgrade him.
We've talked about this about Firearm. Firearm was so good when he was on PJJ because he was consistently hitting those shots. He checks somebody, he plays for damage, right? You're not always aiming for the headshot. Yes, Crushmo's headshots are incredible, but if you play for damage and let your Slayers do the rest of the work, that's what this is. It's a great support weapon. Again, I pistol here. There's no reason.
Look at the score, 174 and counting. They can come back with a 2-cap. They need to break something right away, and that's going to be Firearm getting the headshot, getting the break as soon as I said it. And he's actually still looking across the map. He's always looking out for something he can do. He's always trying to keep himself busy. Sickest versus Firearm. This could be a huge battle, especially if his teammates can break C. He's going to break and win B. He needs his teammates to be in it, and Azuri's
killed himself on the stairwell.
And that's going to be Crushmo. Basically, standing at the top of the hill over all the massacre that just went happen. Yep. How did Munchies lose it to him?
So what Munchies did is that was disrespectful. Munchies was like, he hasn't hit me in 3 shots. I'm gonna peek up. Instant dead.
Oh my dude. You gotta just
stay down.
You know who's good with the sniper. You know who's bad with the sniper, right? And I think sometimes you don't give the sniper respect because you don't necessarily think he's a good player. But, you know, firearm, the stats are there.
Scary people on that team.
With the sniper,
you've got Rezik, you've got Crushmo, you've got Eternity, and you've got Firearm.
And I don't know how good Crash is with the sniper, but I don't see, you know, him being bad with it, especially coming from that Glory Squad in Gears 3.
Yeah,
I don't see him being bad with it. Obviously, we don't see him with it every day because look who he's surrounded with.
That was a key kill, too. Firearm just got his 5th kill. But that was a key kill that led to something.
Yeah, it led to them coming back because if he doesn't get that kill, they keep the control. He gets 2v1 and dies anyway, and then they probably have more time to get to the home.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 fight that turns into a 100% fight because he executed Munchies because Munchies decided, oh, I got it for free. And Crash is going to get incense for no.
But on the flip side, Munchie's getting frags, so it's not all for nothing. As one frag going out, one instant going out, both players not able to connect with anything. No more frags in possession.
Frags are gone.
But there is one instant. And as I say that, he just overthrew.
That was perfect.
No, he didn't overthrow it. Dead sickest, but dies for it.
He stuck him so hard on that. That was perfect execution on that instant. Even though he dies, he trades one, and he trades one in a good position. Because of where he was on the map and he was crossing down from the window, he absolutely eliminates that cross. He opens up his team to have a little bit more freedom and less pressure. Okay, Crushmo. I was about to say, if you make it to cover and you're able to fly around, look at that. They're gonna Munchies is gonna come collapse down. They're gonna let Oz try to get himself back up. And you can see they've got control here. They've got a bunch of people in the middle. They're trying to stack B. Now this is where Desert Reborn has to wait on their smokes. They've just blown everything in their map positioning. Eternity's going to be playing on top table. Rezik is going to be going over here trying to get the cross. Shots going out. He's going to get dropped. And this is why top table is so essential to this fight, because it gives you so much control of 2 lanes all the way down the map.
Yep. And as you see that, 2 members fall. They're quickly moving up and taking their hospital. Rezik's sneaky enough. You might be able to catch somebody slipping. That somebody that comes off spawn is just trying to run down towards there, and Rezik can catch him. If he holds it and he's disciplined with what he's doing. And I saw the overhead map there for a moment. He's still there. He's still holding it. And Crushmo getting one on Sickest. And it just doesn't seem like Technique Esports is getting all 5 of their members up to make any sort of play happen right now. But, yo.
There it is. He didn't shoot. He's been there the entire time. He's waiting.
But now that they know he's there, he's open for Lantering, pulling out a shotgun, open.
But now they have to deal with him, right?
Yep.
They didn't know he was there. They thought they had Raiden. Raiden got picked off by that. And now they have to realize, okay, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? We've got someone, you know, sitting back on our spawn, and our home hill's getting pressured. We've got to start doing something. You can't deal with him. And now Rezik, this isn't super intelligent play here from Desert Reborn. This is going to be a triple cap.
It should be. It's only a matter of time. He might get 1 kill. He might get even 2 as Raiden finally taken down by Crushmo.
That should never happen.
Yeah, but he shouldn't get that 1 kill. But like I said, even if Raiden gets 1, gets 2, it's still a triple cap. Can't kill all 4 unless, you know.
I give massive credit to Rezik and his play there and his positioning.
Yep. He was very patient with it too. Sometimes you see somebody get bored and push up,
earlier,
bored and Lancer.
Who did we see earlier that snuck up on somebody? Oh, Music.
Music's, yeah, Music's, he wasn't patient enough. You know, just let those guys run past you, and then you come in and kill the last guy, and then you sandwich the other ones. Yeah. Your teammate's going to have a fire, they're going to be past you, so you're at their backside.
1, 2, 3.
Be patient, and Rezik showed a perfect example of patience in Gears of War.
We're going to be seeing the fight as it's going down. Crash has been the first one in. He's been doing good. And again, we don't talk enough about certain players, you know, because, again, they're just playing their spots. They're consistent. They're doing what they can for their team. Again, you see Sickest on the back of the table. He's getting pushed by Rezik. Oh, they don't see it. Crash. No, Crash got turned on. That cannot happen.
I'm pretty sure he thinks he ate a point blank. He might have looked at it a little bit, but I don't know.
I think he missed a shot on that one.
Sometimes you go a little bit too wide on one of those directions.
It's okay. The respawns are low. Yep, it's not that bad. You can recover.
It's not over yet. But F Hill being fought for by Technique Esports, and they forced Crushmo all the way back. So, or, you know, it could be a rotation to keep E as Crushmo's going to spawn. Going to back up Rezik and Crash. Down's coming down as Rezik picked up 1. Crash getting another. Azuri's all by his lonesome. Probably accidentally kicked the meat shield. But, you know, Azuri should fall here. And that's exactly what's going to happen. 4 members were on that side of the map for Desert Reborn. So they were ready for that retake.
I love watching Desert Reborn because you know what, you guys get to play them. If this goes their way, you guys get to play them tomorrow morning in the winners bracket. And that's a good team. They're playing very well in the terms of this match. They've got really good map positioning, and they're playing map control really well. And this is kind of, I wouldn't say it's similar because I think Fire and Ice have a different style of rotation game, but they are very good on their rotations about pressuring the map, and they know which fights that they should be taking and shouldn't. Sickis is still alive somehow. Him and Raiden are
he actually regen in the middle of all that. Woo. He regen a little bit. He took a little bit more damage. Stopped the regen. He gets another one. Sickest is making things happen for this Technique Esports squad, and he spots his next victim, which is gonna be Crash, or could be Crash, I should say. Crash isn't dead yet, but he is playing up on him. Gets the down on Crash. So yes, he was the next victim. Now he's rotating towards the center of the map, making sure his team can maybe probably make a push for E. But if you look at the score wall, though, a 2-0 setup isn't that bad. But with early respawns, I wish I would see an E player execute.
I would like to see them a little bit, especially in the early rounds. I would like to see a little bit more. Okay, Sickis, you can stop that now. Just stop your Savage Cantus powers. Stop it.
21 kills and counting for this guy.
He's playing really well positioning, and he's playing his shots really well, right? You got to give him credit where credit's due. I wish Technique Esports, when they had the setup, that they would stack the setup, and then as soon as they realize that this isn't work, like this does not work. You're pushing 4 people into a 3-man Lance across
Especially with the
active.
hill being moved, you have to push a little bit farther just to get the break alone. They have the perfect setup on the windows. Oh my God!
Oh,
Sickest! That's a double. He wants the third one. Oh, maybe he heard us. Maybe he heard us. He's playing. He's playing it smart now. Now he's playing it smart. Gets 2. Looks for the third
played full
one.
damage. That's I see some good movement
This
here.
is one of those nail-biting moves. Is gonna crash. Gonna come out on top. Gets
Good
a double
contested.
kill, and with those 2 kills alone, I think that secures it. They do win off 1. He's gonna cap home. There's nobody even close enough to get this break.
You cannot talk. Like, Crash just played that so well. I'm so happy to see strafes.
It's back. Like, you don't see the freak bounce. Crash is one of those players who used to utilize the bounce a ton, and you see him like
Methodical,
he's adapting.
sidestep.
He's sidestepping. He's bouncing, but he's throwing in like steps to reset the bounce in between. That's something these players, if this long short bounce stays, you guys need to start adapting and bringing into your play. And I think once players learn how to reset their bounce, it's gonna make it unique. Players are not going to play the same because they're going to have their different ways of resetting the bounce.
And how you adapt to using the walls, how you adapt to adjusting to your slip distance. Sometimes rolling isn't bad if you're rolling out. Like, you can roll away from certain situations that you can get into, and you see it all the time. People like nades coming in. You don't want to try to bounce off the walls in this game when nades are in the room.
Exactly. You want to make sure you get out of the way as it's in the air. Like, there's no reason. If the nade hits the floor and you haven't jumped at least yet, you're dead.
Especially in this game. Mini nukes they are. Great job by Crass again. They've got tables for free, so what weapon did they put down? They just did a block? Oh, no, the hammer bursts are down again. So they're trying to give Raiden again position, and this is disgusting. They're crossing them out. That's great team fire. They're playing the window great. Munchies is still going to get executed, and Rezik is going to get the revive. Crash is going to get out. That was a great play. Nothing against that, but they did rotate all the way over. Sickis flew around E-Hill and was able to get into Desert Reborn's home hill and just contest pressure while everyone else was trying to down out Rezik on the far side.
Very good play by Crash. Not only did he rotate across the map to try and help his own home hill, he was able to tap it to get the reset on the capture, and that never netted them points off of that, so they've only been getting 1 this whole time, even though it's been a 1-for-1. And Crash just making it all happen. Goes from E to his home to their home, helps his team. Revive's coming out. He's doing it all right now. Everyone on this Desert Reborn squad is just a force to be reckoned with.
Technique needs to start figuring out their team fire and calling out who's red. Sickest again. He's just keeping his team in the game. 28 kills, contesting on the home hills. They've got to start communicating better. Like, you have 4 people lancering, and people are getting in chunks in between that. Call out the front person, mark it out, make sure that your team's firing effectively to stop that.
And what's sad is I've noticed on this 2.1, whether it's in the patch notes or not, the Lancer's stronger. I don't care what anyone says, the Lancer is not the same Lancer we were playing with before. The Lancer is extremely strong where I can start downing people by myself with 1 Lancer. So let alone 2 Lancers on 1 guy. These guys should not be getting these chunks. You see the rotations coming out for Crash yet again with Firearm. He's going to try and kill Oz. Oz is actually going to get out alive, so good job for him staying alive. 4 point. He's going to regen, push back in, trying to help his team. They're going to sandwich fire round. He's going to miss a shot. Goes for a little bit of a fancy shot. Maybe sometimes take a little bit of time and get that one down, because that could have made all the difference as he falls himself, and Azuri's going to fall. So that's going to be 4 dead. Sickest, the clutch player on this team. He's doing everything he can, but you can't keep putting him in these situations.
No!
One. Looked like he should have got 2 before being taken out. So Crash, yet again, we keep finding ourselves on Crash's screen because he's making a lot of plays.
He's
letting a lot of
positioning.
holds.
He's in the front.
He's just in the fight at all times, and he's able to get out of that fight as well if it's just too much.
And you know what's different is when we get home, I'll tell you if the lands are stronger. I'll do numbers again.
I truly feel like it's stronger.
I'll
because
do the numbers again, and we'll see where it's at.
I noticed it last night. I was playing pickups with Violet. Violet kissed Andy and Maddie Matthias, and he's that coach for Pokemon. But I'm playing pickups with them, and I'm like, oh my god, I downed him. And the next guy, oh my god, I downed him. I'm like really downing people here, and that's coming from me. Patches ago, I wasn't able to really utilize my Lancer like that because it wasn't as strong. But right now, I refuse to believe otherwise.
We'll see when we get back. Boom shot is down in the tail of the ship.
And this is where, throw a smoke, get loose. Like I said, down 6-2, I don't necessarily disagree with the strategy. Nothing's been working so far, either half. You only won 2 rounds. It maybe give Sickest something to work with. That way when he wins those fights, he can, utilize the boom shot right after.
Raiden has 18 downs.
That strong Lancer. I'm telling you, Waldo.
That's that hammer burst, man. He's been rocking something else. Sickest is going to be the first one, and he's going to get checked. Oz is going to be a support. Eternity and everyone else are starting to stack it. Oh, Eternity's got positioning. They need marks. He needs marks.
He just needs to be able to see right in front of him. Oh, only if somebody would have got a mark. I probably even down Crushmo. As 2 members left alive, they're going to kill him. Get in possession of the boom shot. That is 5 dead, so
that's a wipe.
That should be a win.
That should be a round win. Get the boom shot.
Boom shot up. Go
Munch.
F.
Oh, he mispicked.
He might need to reslay.
They're going to have to reslay again. That's not good. They
But
make it
on the
triple.
flip side, Desert Reborn.
Oh,
Yeah, okay,
they did.
So no, they did get it. A little bit of blunder on picking up that weapon and such, but great
If Eternity
plays.
had a mark,
something,
and his Lancer, everyone's dead.
Because we see the outlines, Waldo.
Right,
but
in the smoke?
He doesn't see anything. He just sees smoke in front of him, and here's what his teammates tell him.
Right, and now we're gonna see what they decide to do. Desert Reborn doesn't have to do anything too aggressive here. They didn't put a nade down. Boom shot is gonna be the pool of the map. They know that they're gonna fight for it, but if someone's
I would like to see them put something middle. That way they can still play for boom and be effective help towards middle.
if you're slow to that though, if you stack middle and your guy loses the fight on nades and you pull somebody and they 4-stack, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble in that.
That could be true. Let's see these strats. Basically mirrored strats, 4 towards the boom shot, why do anything else type thing. But you see a couple people pushing mid. They know they want to get that cross. Sickest versus Redzik match, and Oz versus Eternity. So we got some really mirrored strats here.
Sickest, that was, ooh, if I'm Sickest, Eternity rolled on the wall. He's still alive, but Eternity's still there. Gets taken out, but that was really good by them. They've actually got control. Rezik's going to get a double kill. Boom shot is in their control. Someone's got to get a pick on that. They're going to look like they're going to be flying for the home hill. Rezik is abandoning everything and just going all in on this.
So they know where Rezik is at, so he's not just roaming free. I do expect a little bit of a sandwich here, but is Rezik going to be able to get the kill before? No, Rezik's full red, so they forced him out. He is still open, but I don't really see anybody from Esports just contesting that, so it might be a free E for the members.
It was a free boom, too. Remember, Rezik left boom shot on the floor.
What?
I tell you, sometimes Gears players confuse me. Like the
just that, the brain fart.
Yeah, like, oh, boom shot. I mean, Crash, they ended up winning it anyways, but still, that would have been, that's
Should
a round.
be game over, probably.
That's your game.
Let's see if that turns out to bite him. 6-3 lead. Boom shot in hands of, I think that was Crash. Yeah, that was Crash. JD, don't even need to see the name. I've always seen him use JD.
Rezik's doing a good job.
I do like how he's waiting for information. Crash is just waiting for the right play. And with the boom shot, yes, yeah, I mean.
That's not the right play.
Yeah, that wasn't the right play. He wasn't waiting long enough. This is what happens when you get impatient, but they're going to kill him anyway. Wasted a little bit of boom shot, but they made it work anyway. And he's going to rotate with his boom shot towards their home hill. So now he's just going to try and bait something out. maybe wait for somebody to overextend, and then that's when you're going to make your move for the triple cap. You're going to try and catch somebody on a rotation with that boom shot, and then from there, you work the rest of the
It'll be very close towards the end of the round if we see another boom shot come up because of how late it was picked up. It was almost like 4 minutes in, so
about another minute and a half.
yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. We may see one at the tail end of the game, but I don't see this. I see Crash falling back. He's got it. He needs to start rotating it down. And you can tell, like, he's gonna run out of time. He's gonna run out of pistol ammo. All he's gonna have is a boom shot and a shotgun.
Yep.
So he needs to get a kill. Needs to create some pressure, create an opening for his team to rotate through, and we'll see what happens here. Desert Reborn in the lead, 6-3 on impact. This is for the bread in winners bracket. Last winner bracket match of the day. Crash is gonna pick up Munchies. Eternity's gonna be getting pushed here by Sickest. Now they've got to go for the triple. Oh, that is absolutely disrespectful. But Oz is going to be going in. Desert Reborn's playing for space. That is going to probably be it.
Yep, 200. No one's near the D hill, the cap. So even though first map was just Desert Reborn, second map, these were all close. Even though it's a 7-3, this was an entirely close series, and I expect this team to come out swinging in the losers bracket.
They're not a bad team. You know, I just wish that the same execution that they did earlier in the day needs to translate to the same execution that you're going to be doing the rest of the tournament.
Exactly.
You can't
slouch.